How many of us have them friends?
9 to 5.
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 It's always off.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
My 2021 motto.
It's always off.
Oh yeah, no, the clap is always off. Got that lag. But you know, it is what it is my life motto.
What's your life motto, Torrance?
All
right, moving on. Episode 155 of the 9 to 5 podcast. Podcast about work, life, and balance. Balancing it all. I'm back in this bitch. These niggas thought for 1 second that we're gonna have a podcast without Danny. I said, you got me fucked up. That's 2 cuss words in the first couple of minutes, but you know what? Who cares? I am Danny.
You got Kyle.
And Torrance.
I'm proud of you two for doing a great New Year's Eve show. I know Torrance was in the middle of Times Square when he was recording, but other than that, it was fantastic.
Hey, yo, one in a while, overwhelmed. I was like, do I need to go into another room, y'all? No, you fine. We gonna try to keep it okay.
They waited till you started recording. They started putting on electric slides. I'm like, who is somebody getting married in the back? What's going on?
It was fun.
Shout out to Black Cousins doing what they do. This podcast is definitely brought to you by Black Cousins all across the world. But yeah, follow us on social media at 9 to 5 Podcasts with an S on Instagram and Twitter, and even Facebook as well. Check out our YouTube channel and give us perfect 5-star ratings and comment on our YouTube too. We're trying to be rich off this podcast and shit. So
subscribe,
give us comments,
comment,
subscribe,
thumbs up. All that
give us a thumbs up.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Click to the end. I don't know how YouTube counts reviews, but yeah, start it and then click to the end if you don't want to watch it. Start as a click farm.
Click to the end.
Know.
If we need to show nudity, we're willing to. Potential people of this podcast are willing to show that to help promote the brand. But the views expressed on this podcast are our own and not anyone else. Not Black Cousins or anything like that. Torrance, how are you doing, bro?
I'm fine. How are you, Daniel?
You look pretty upset. You have a problem or something?
No, I thought you just trying to be a smart ass for a second, but you couldn't have been talking about me, so we're gonna let that go. But
you brought that to yourself. I didn't say anything about you. I just said people. There's 3 of us.
Guilty consciences.
Yeah. So what's the?
It's all about intent and what you intended.
Is that a V-neck? You have a V-neck on?
Yes, I do have a V-neck.
It's not droopy.
That's what's up.
That's good. That's real high and tight.
It's tight. It's high and tight.
You got a problem with V-necks?
How many V-necks do you? I'm just asking. This is a podcast, Torrance.
You have a problem with V-necks?
This is a podcast, and we talk. I just wanted to know.
No. You have a problem with V-necks? Is what I'm getting out of what you're saying right now, bro. You clearly have an issue with me wearing the clothes that I have. You clearly have an issue with my wardrobe.
No.
Is this the energy we're going with?
No, this is not the shit we're going with in the new year.
This is 2020.
You better fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
I have
Danny
an
is
old little
dusty.
sweatshirt. Yeah, I'm on this crackhead vibe. I just was asking how many.
What are you asking?
Okay, Black History fact of the day.
Yeah, on Wednesday, January 13th. Well, not Wednesday then, but this week, Wednesday, January 13th, 1913, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was founded. Shout out to the Reds.
22 Delta.
Torrance, what are you doing for DST Founders Day? Since you are,
did you win?
Weren't you like Mr. DST or Mr. What was your?
I didn't win. I didn't win. No, I didn't.
What was your name when you won? Were you Mr. Crimson and Cream or Mr. 1913? What was your title?
I came in second. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was.
Damn, bro.
Mr.
That would be my biggest fear, to be in a pageant and be like low key last.
That would suck. How many people were in the pageant? Were you like were there 4 in the past 5?
It was 5 of us.
Okay, so you weren't like.
I'm not talking about Torrance. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know you're
general.
not.
I know you're not. I know you're not talking. We know
all
you're not
what
talking
you're
about me.
What
We
what
know
am I
you're not talking
about?
about me.
Who am I talking about, Torrance?
I'm not doing this right now. This is something that we're not going to do.
All right, if you think me taking a week off, I wasn't going to come back. I was going to come back with this fucking heat.
He's so toxic shit.
It's been 14 days. It's been over 14 days.
I cannot believe you.
It's been over 14 days since I've been on this fucking podcast. You think for 1 second I wasn't going to come back with that fire? You got me. So anyways, yeah, I would. What would you do if you just like, yeah, I just get. All right, let's move on. I don't know what would your talent have been, Kyle?
They tried to get you to do it.
Yeah, they tried. And I kept saying no.
Oh.
No, Kyle. They tried to get Kyle.
Allie was my orientation leader, and she was a Delta. She tried to get me to do it. I just kept saying no. I don't know.
Kyle would have been like, his talent would have been just being cynical, like. Hey Kyle, what do you like to do?
I might do like a poem or something.
What do you think I like to do?
Kind of stupid ass question is that? What do
Just
you
talk
like
shit to people in the crowd?
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah,
what's your platform? I don't fucking know.
What's your platform?
What do you think my platform would be?
Honestly, you're asking a lot of questions right now, and it's very personal to me. So not the time or place.
That's tight. Shout out to everybody doing pageants. I couldn't have been me, but Miss Black and Gold. Think about Miss Black and Gold as this Miss Black and Gold is the name of Phi Alpha's pageant that we did in college. Y'all had way more patience than I did.
Couldn't have been me.
And just like I appreciate the people that did it, the women that did it, and the bros that did it. It just was like the consistent every single whatever, every couple of days, the practices, the dealing with personalities. I just wasn't that kind of, I'm still not that kind of person that can be sensitive to people's feelings every single day. So shout out to you brothers who
it is a job. I will say that it is an experience.
That's what I just did. Stroll off. I can just talk to strangers and get sponsorship money and turn up.
Absolutely.
So shout out to
y'all.
Hosting pageants were fun in college though. Hosting pageants, ours and or others.
Hosting things were great.
This is another shameless plug to allow me to host the 2021 Homecoming Step Show, Elon.
If they have one.
I know, but I'm gonna say this for every episode.
Not a homecoming, a step show.
Right. So I need y'all to help me with this campaign.
Okay.
Because I want the step show to be fun. Because if the step show is not fun, bro, it like ruins
it sets
whole.
The tone for rest of homecoming since it's Friday.
It's the first Friday event.
Essentially. No, that's a lot of work, and I don't go to Elon anymore.
What? Torrance?
No,
never mind.
I just want to host. That's it. I don't want to do any more extra work.
Yeah. We could run a step. I could run a step show.
That sounds
horrible. For what though? Who would you?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to do that, but I'm just saying, like, just the way that it's been put on over the years, I'm just like, I could do better. That was the thought that popped in my head. Is that I personally could do significantly better.
I think my left toenail could do better, but that's neither here nor there.
I just want to host. I'm tired of getting these niggas that aren't funny to host or random people. Let me or students that are nervous.
I could reach out.
I'll even co-host with a student. Yeah, I need you to be my agent for this because I want to.
I'll be your agent for this.
Elon Homecoming out, and I know for a fact we can turn that bitch up.
30% off the top.
At least 30.
At least 30.
You don't know this nigga signing 360 deals. The fuck out of here, boy. Every time he says the word I'm getting a piece. The fuck?
They're not even doing they're not gonna be able to pay you anything.
If he say step, if he say show, those are all my words, and I'm getting a piece of whatever it is. Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm getting all that.
Bro, signing one of your friends to a 360 deal would be wild. They wouldn't even.
But also
be tight. You don't have to be friends anymore once you made the money.
Okay, because at that point, I don't think we friends anywhere.
You don't need to read it. It's okay. I read it. Just sign it.
Trust me. Trust me. Torrance, weekly news update.
All right, y'all. So this is old news was still newsworthy. They are still running around trying to lock up these motherfuckers from the Capitol siege. Y'all,
I would have shot so many people.
Insurrection.
I would have shot so many people. My gun would have been empty within 5 minutes. Like I would have shot so many people. Like I would have been. It would have been like Call of Duty. Like, let me get your ammo. My gun would have been so fucking hot. Oh my gosh, bro, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I would have been shooting I would have been shooting people.
And because I just
consistently.
I remember like turning on the news because I typically try.
You're the police. You're the police, and you're guarding how many people? Shoot them.
But here's the thing: the police officers. I want to say, no tea, no shade if you're a police officer and you're listening to whatever.
Sure.
But I want to say 2 out of 3 of the people that you see, police officers, are all Trump supporters wanting to jump in.
I mean, they were taking pictures and stuff with them.
Oh, absolutely.
I think a lot of them were complicit.
Letting them
but
in. Absolutely.
That one. So I want to ask
you. About that one black man?
I want to go. I want to ask the question before I kind of go in on him, because when I saw the verse video, I'm like, all right, he has his hand on his gun. Why is no one being shot yet? And then a couple of days later, they're saying he's a hero because he steered them in the wrong.
He still could have shot one of them and done the same thing.
Bro, shoot!
I would have set the tone.
Pull your gun out and
I would have set the
them.
tone. Shoot the person in front and then do what he did.
Because my thing is this. My thing is this. Okay, maybe his theory was there's 30 people out here. Me shooting 4 of them might not stop them, but if I'm shooting niggas out and if I'm a police officer, I'm in this role to guard whatever I need to guard with my life potentially. So if I'm already being seized and pushed back, my life is already in major danger, whether I know they have a gun or not. So maybe that he was thinking if I don't shoot them, those who might have a gun might not shoot back. But I'm still in a position where you don't know what the hell they might tie y'all up and keep y'all hostage. They might have a bomb on them. Who knows?
Which is what they had on. A lot of them had those and brought those into the Capitol.
I would have been firing. I would have went out on
a blaze
on an empty magazine.
Okay.
I would have been pistol whipping niggas. What are you talking? At least leg shots or not, whatever it is.
Yeah, nah.
I'm shooting y'all.
The clip would have been emptied, honestly.
But
I'm a police officer. Come on, bro. Y'all getting shot today.
Nah. First of all, y'all are trained to aim for center mass, bitch.
Right.
You have no issue doing that with any other
doubt.
situation. No, absolutely. Don't fuck a benefit of the doubt. I will tell you this. That man, he was backing up. I understand.
Where was the warning shots? Nothing. What's the point of having a gun? If you're not going to pull it with a gun and you just holding it up and you on the radio, you can shoot and talk. Pop, pop, pop. I just shot 16.
Baby. I'm telling you, white people.
6 white people down.
Bro,
white people have a privilege that honestly that we all knew we experienced as black people, but I think the world
was in that
saw
house like they were taking tours to the house like it was Architectural Digest. Like,
they were just looking around the ceiling and shit. Oh, look at that!
Taking shit, picking shit up, carrying it out, stealing mail. Motherfucker had his feet up on Nancy's desk.
I'm also confused as to how people are on these no-fly lists but not in jail.
Well, so here's the thing. They're on the no-fly list because that was the fastest way to find them was to put them on the no-fly list so they couldn't leave.
So then they get flagged when they try to check into their flight.
So then they get flagged that this person tried to check in. So then they go and arrest them. But
okay.
Well, so it's like
I was watching the FBI Department of Justice joint conference. I caught part of it today, and they were essentially saying what they're doing now is they're going after like the most simplest charges they can throw at people, just so they can like go arrest them, and then they're going to throw the book at them afterwards and like pile on the heavier charges. So they're just like
we'll see
starting real small, and they're going to keep going.
I don't believe a lot of these cats. I feel like a few might go to jail for
I think a
those
number
little
of
minor
them
offenses.
will. I don't know how many for
so.
major offenses, but I
Kyle,
think a number.
I just don't believe. I don't
Kyle.
believe these white folk.
Said a number.
They
already filed
look.
They already arrested 160 people or brought charges against 160. So I think a few of those people will go to jail. Some.
Okay,
not
yeah.
100. Few.
Okay, bro.
10.
So the fact that they even were able to get into these people, into where they got into,
and
lets you know
out.
that these people are not going to see the book. There might be one or two to like,
walked out.
Well,
there might be a few examples of like, oh, he got 40 years for, you know, taking pictures or whatever and being in Pelosi's desk. But a lot of these people, they might as well have not paid child support. I guarantee you, a lot of these cats are not going to be going to jail. It's going to be simple trespassing or simple, you know.
A lot of them are going to get
auto shit,
baby ass misdemeanor charges, not the.
And the scary thing is, you know, apparently there's worse to come, allegedly. That's what the sites are saying. That's what reports are saying.
In every state, they coming back
supposed
to
to be sieged.
I'm taking my ass to the grocery store on Thursday, I think, just to stock up in advance because I won't be leaving the apartment.
Yeah,
I want to go to the gun range, but I'm like so paranoid of people that I don't know if I really want to be around people with guns right now.
Yeah, not right now. I don't think that's safe. Not right now. I just
like
don't
a black
feel like
owned one. I don't mean to sound like racist, but it's just if it makes you feel uneasy as a person, as a black person. I don't want to say person of color, as a black person, when you already have to deal with a regular, everyday, you know, chicks tackling your kids because they think they have your phone shit. Then on top of that, you got people, I mean, storming the Capitol and then getting away with it. It's like, it just makes you feel as though as a people, as a country, there's truly a different set of rules for a certain group of people.
This only
and it makes you feel
our whole lives.
Like, jokes aside. So I don't know. Long story short, bruh, get your glizzies in order. And yeah.
It's a lot. Also impeachment, they're putting up those articles for impeachment. They already have submitted them, I believe. So we'll see. I mean, tomorrow. It sounds like they're voting tomorrow. So it sounds like people are here for it. Yeah, I feel like to me, they're like, okay, we're going to vote for it.
And some Republicans are starting to agree that they're going to impeach him too.
To agree.
But that's the thing, bro. Similar to with these Republicans and the social media platforms, bro, it's
all too little too late.
It's too little too late, bro. The people that were against Trump, when he got elected, this is what we thought. This is what we envisioned. This is the world.
This is what I saw.
This is what I saw for 5 years
since 2016. So like, it's kind of pissing me off that like, oh, Twitter or Mitch McConnell's getting praise. Like, nigga, we thought about this literally back in 2016. That's why everybody was so shook and upset and passionate when he won, because it wasn't just because a Republican won or an asshole old white guy won. It's this. It's exactly this. So I don't want to be beating a dead horse. You know, I'm pessimistic about all this shit. I think there's a 50-50 chance he gets impeached, but there's so many people that are still in his
corner.
Wait,
for sure.
That
he wouldn't
easily not happen.
He'll be impeached by that House, but the Senate conviction, they haven't even decided when they would send it over. They're gonna do the hearing after the inauguration, actually.
And there's no time really.
It'll happen after he goes out, after he's out of office. So I think that would just then impact if he could run again for office
again.
I think it impacts like potential like pensions and
benefits and stuff,
and benefits and stuff like that. But
so I don't think he deserves that shit.
We need to be worried about is one of my other little.
Mike Pence said he's not doing the 25th.
25th.
The
25th Amendment.
Invoke the 25th Amendment.
Invoke it.
He said that like an hour ago. So
yeah.
It's really moot at this point.
We need to be worried about his little weird ass kids. That's what's going to run next. You know, I'm not really worried about old ass Donald Trump, whether he ran or not. I'm worried about the nigga I'm worried about the one that's the spitting image that's 30, 40 years younger. That's what we got to worry about. So I don't know.
The Coke will take him out soon enough.
Busted challenge.
Okay. What? We just want to skip it?
No. Please keep going.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He just literally just skipped everything.
I just saw Busted and
just went. Are you excited, huh? That's your favorite.
No. Your household. As a black king, I haven't seen I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, interesting.
Very black.
as a married black king. I haven't seen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that shortly.
What is it? Torrance?
We'll talk about it shortly.
I said, what is it?
NBA is in trouble. COVID is running rampant, as we knew.
Call us Nostradamus.
Okay.
Call us the prophets, the oracles.
This is what the NBA needs to do. We talked about this before. The NBA needs to have many AAU tournaments and say 2 weeks on, maybe 1 week off, give or take a day or two, and just have like 16 bubbles in different,
bubble by
parts
division
of the country. And they can bring, right. They can have 4 or 5 family members per person or whatever the fuck they want to do. And just have these little campuses and do what they did in Orlando, but just do it. Because the thing is, when you have to postpone games and stuff, I can imagine that's the same cost it would take for you to just have these little small 200-person bubbles, So give or take, if you're canceling that many games with like advertising, I mean, you're not necessarily losing tickets sales, but even having to reschedule, change schedule.
Yeah, that's costly. It's costly for sure.
It's staffing.
Not being able to take advantage of
things.
logistics. Even if I'm stationary with a team, that's less time between games. So you would save money with team travel and all this kind of shit too if you're stationary for say 8 days at a time. So I just feel like, I don't know, because like they're not going to do it.
The season just started, like not even barely a month ago, if that. Like. All these Sixers had to take the floor with like 7 players, I think, or something like that.
But that's the
now
thing.
They've just started straight up postponing games when teams don't have that many players.
But that's what I mean. It's we in a pepperoni. We can't just be out here it's a problem. We're not playing. Y'all are playing with each other, breathing in each other's faces, posting up on people, all up in the trying to get nigga. No, that's not a lot of
bodily fluid transfer.
So much is going on. So I don't know. We all knew it was going to happen. We knew it was just a matter of time. All it takes is one person to infect an entire stadium worth of people. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Alabama
but also it's the regular season, so no one gives a fuck about the regular season. So I could see them going to a bubble situation in the playoffs.
Yeah. Shout out to Steph who's balling off, by the way.
Oh yeah, because the way the Warriors started was fucking awful.
Was scary.
Horrible. But Steph
frightening as fuck.
Steph took it personally. All that slander online, he took it personally.
He did.
Light skin power. Tell us about it, Kyle. How do you manifest and capture that light skin power?
Beige, so I think he has a different level.
He has a different superpower. That's a different
an additional level.
He's on a different tier.
Yeah, he's
Super Saiyan.
I can't reach that.
What's that? Dragon Ball.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah, so that's him.
A glowing light skin Steph Curry.
Alabama wins the national championship.
Creole. Sorry, go ahead.
Alabama.
Mulatto.
I knew it was coming. I just said one word and I knew it was there's no way. Damn, I just know you so well, nigga. You ain't
shut the fuck up.
Shit.
Keep going. You thought I was gonna take 2 weeks off.
Alabama whooped Ohio State's ass.
50.
And I felt bad too. Because I was rooting for Justin Fields, black quarterback. I gotta root for black quarterbacks and black coaches, but god damn, Alabama was looking like an all-world team right there. You good?
Yeah, once the biggest thing was Alabama was elite, where the biggest weakness Ohio State had, Alabama was probably the most elite in, which is the pass game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were able to contain Najee Harris to a degree as far as running. He had a good game. He didn't have a great game, which certain players like that, you just got to stop them from being great.
Yeah.
You can be good, but you can't be great. But their Ohio State's DBs have kind of been a softer spot. At least they've been softer than what they were supposed to have been all year.
And then it really hurt them. Trey Sermon going out the first play.
That too. He
One
was playing
carry.
like better than anybody in the country.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
And then right. And then you got Devontae Smith, who's arguably the best college receiver. At least had the best college receiver season damn near ever.
I saw some stat, and I mean, of course, the football was very different back then, but they said that they put up Devontae Smith's numbers from this season and compared them to Desmond Howard, and I think there was one other receiver who's won the Heisman before. And
Tim Brown?
Yeah. And
Notre Dame, I think is Notre Dame.
And Devontae Smith had more yards receiving and touchdowns than both of them combined in their Heisman winning seasons. Well, I mean, that just shows how the passing game and offense has changed so much.
Right.
I mean, it was very run dominant back in the 80s.
But he went for 200 in the first half. So it's like, it's hard to. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, no, once I saw he was
before the game started. I think they showed that.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, he went for 200 yards in the first half. I mean, they were going to have to shoot him in order to take him out.
Yeah.
It looks like he broke a finger or something. So.
Once I saw that, I knew like, Ohio State's not going to be able to keep scoring with them. They don't have that. They don't have the same kind of weapons as Alabama does to be able to just go back. Like Justin had an okay game, arguably like a good game, not a great, like a B- game, but they just had too much.
You got to be great against Bama.
You got to have Deshaun Watson level. I'm taking this fucking game over.
Yeah, put the team on my back though.
Didn't. Yeah.
Ooh, also,
Torrance.
I don't know if y'all saw the Tiger Woods docu-series on.
So
HBO
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It came out Sunday. The first part.
Oh, the first one came out Sunday. Okay,
it's in 2 parts.
I have to.
I need to watch it, but I heard it's.
I have to see it. I have to see it. I have to see Tiger
HBO
Woods
doesn't miss when it comes to sports documentaries.
Absolutely not.
So
and
I'm
I cannot
very excited
wait
to see this.
Yeah,
I'm just for some reason not as eager to watch it, but I'm sure I will just because there's nothing else to
do.
We
gotta get the T.O. when Tiger was getting all the hoes.
Because back in the day,
is he part of it?
It's Tiger.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We were so young when all that shit went down.
We're gonna get this.
We have to get something that has to be a part of it, which is why I'm excited to see it. Because we were so young when all that shit went down, and we only heard like little whispers and shit. Because we weren't like in it and like old enough to truly understand what was popping off. Exactly. So I'm trying to hear that shit again with some real context and be like, damn, Tiger's that nigga. Exactly. With a little weight on it. So I will definitely be watching that probably tonight now that I know that came out.
He was driving them white ladies crazy.
Okay.
All right,
so Danny, tell us about the Busted Challenge.
Yeah, tell us.
You were speaking about it earlier. Earlier when I was in the news section, you jumped
to the Busted Challenge.
Yeah, that was in a whole other section.
The what challenge?
Like eager almost. Like there was a little
Boston Challenge.
We couldn't. It's
like,
called
I noticed
the
that
Boston
you added
Challenge
it to the script too. It's like you really wanted to talk about.
You said the
today.
Boston Challenge. You said the Buford Challenge.
The Busted.
The Busted Challenge.
The Busted Challenge.
Like school bus.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Danny said I'm playing. The Busted Challenge that has been all over the Twitters and the TikToks. And I'm gonna tell you what, there are a lot of challenges that have existed over the past.
There's a lot of challenges. There are a lot of
challenges that have existed over the past 2 years. But I'm gonna tell you what,
faced a lot of challenges.
We've all have faced a lot of challenges. But this Busted Challenge,
many a challenge.
This Busted Challenge, this right here is the one. I ain't never watched so many.
It's top 2 and it ain't 2.
Okay, top 2 and ain't number 2. I watched so many goddamn Busted Challenge videos. I am upset with myself.
The thing is, at this point, if I click on a video, even if I don't know it's a Busted Challenge or not, and I hear that fucking music,
and I don't even get upset no more. That's something I could Lily. There are moments where I've searched it in the tag. I enjoy.
See what new Busted Challenges.
Let me see. Who else? Who just busted down real fast? Who just busted down real fast?
Busted down.
Who just busted down?
As a married black king, I've only seen them by accident. I haven't watched them.
I hope you have your phone on volume on 0, or you constantly have your AirPods connected so you don't get your ass beat.
No, I haven't. I've only seen it in passing, but it seems like a fun thing to do. Huh, Torrance?
I mean, you do got to be
said
careful
what?
about clicking on videos nowadays. I feel you.
What'd you say?
He just laughed. He was just
I mean,
laughing.
if you watching that, seems. I mean, it seems like something that would be fun for y'all, but I'm cool on it.
I'm watching. I'm gonna tell you now. Danny's talking all this live shit, and that's dope. But I watch.
Let me go ahead. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go do these dishes. All right, y'all. Hey, this has been episode 155. I'm gonna go do these fucking dishes. And mow the lawn.
And wash
all
these
the trash out.
clothes.
I'm gonna go do her laundry. Let me go do my baby's laundry. Hold on. Let me go do her laundry.
So that's
Go ahead
great.
and do my baby's laundry.
Also, happy birthday to Issa Rae. Shut up.
Yes.
Issa Rae,
Torrance.
to the queen of creation. What?
Huh?
I'm shouting out Issa Rae.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something.
You trying to get our lemon pepper kickback invite rescinded, Dan? You better stop stepping.
I want to be friends with Issa Rae so fucking bad, bro.
Honestly, she would be the one like celebrity I actually want to be friends with.
When I make it to LA and
genuine good time.
I can't wait to play this shit back at like, her birthday party 5 years from now. I was like, yeah, I've been down with you since. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And just putting on nice clothes and like walking to the party like I got some Hennessy, y'all.
I bought the Hennessy, y'all.
Like when we all rich, like remember Hennessy? Oh, let's be ratchet and fake broke for 5 hours.
Poor people.
Right. Everybody's drinking fucking Ace of Spades and whatever rich people.
Hide your money, y'all. No, yeah. Shout out to Issa Rae for just being an all around.
Do y'all
boss.
remember kickbacks? Kickbacks where you could just really be like around people.
Just walk in.
I'm gonna throw who. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Whoever. What? What's so funny?
Nothing. Go ahead, please continue.
I miss friends.
Whoever is my fucking neighbor in 2021, 22, 23, I'm beating your ass. I'm gonna be having so many fucking friends over and parties and loud music and heels and boots and all kind of ridiculous shit.
They're gonna be like, that nigga
I'm gonna
always got friends.
having so much fucking fun, and you're not invited. Sorry, go ahead.
You'll get evicted.
Yeah, we miss friends. We miss parties. I can't wait to have them.
Outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait, honestly. And I've been saying this, but I don't know if we talked about it on here. I can't wait. I mean, we talked about it briefly, but I can't wait for that vaccine. I can't wait.
Woo-wee. I can't.
I'm gonna be like this right here.
They're letting old people get it in DC now, or like sign up for appointments. So I told my parents go get that shit.
Flight attendants is getting it now.
Right.
Flight attendants been starting to get it. Mm-hmm.
So hopefully,
my grandmother, she about to get hers.
April, May. Go get that shit.
Okay, that's what I said. I need to get one of those, like, just for a little bit, like to send an application. Like, I'm part time, but I also thanks.
Be a CNA or something.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna show up.
CNA.
I'm gonna show up with scrubs on, like in Air Force One.
Just show up like this and just walk in like,
hey y'all.
I'm sterile, but I also.
So where do you work at, huh? Yeah, sir. Yeah, where do you work at?
Every place got a sign out, so just say sign out.
Truck 63.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I work at Sinai. You know Sinai. Oh, see the Sinai. Yeah, Sinai. Over Sinai.
Zion. Over right next to Zion.
I'm about to be
the Baptist. Over there.
I work at Sinai, right down the block from First Baptist.
You know the First Baptist church that's down there on that corner. Oh,
University?
Yeah, that one on that
right
corner.
Okay. Yes, National AME, right down the corner.
Right. Episcopal Baptist Church of God and Christ, Catholic.
My old office was off of MLK, but I left and went over there by Mount Zion. So it's been way better.
It's a better experience. I
saw some news stories in DC though, like some random people like just low key just came up. They were at like a giant grocery store, and the pharmacist was like, "Hey, these are about to go bad. So do you want it? Because we gotta throw them out like tonight." So they were able just to get the vaccine because they were in the right spot at the right time, apparently.
Could you imagine?
I don't know about that. I don't know if I want some 4 hours until expired vaccines.
Nah,
That seems like a lot.
Nah, run me that. I take it. I take my chances.
Being that bitch looking like Lizard Man.
Hey, it is.
But right here. But also,
if
Issa Rae. Okay.
Nothing. If I knew that it would make me sick, then I would probably do it.
Shout
if it was
out.
like a day, almost gonna be a day old.
Chicken
If it just
was
was
like sick, nigga.
I think it's like, yeah, fuck it at that point. Fuck it.
If it just makes you just, it's just ineffective.
I'm not sure, or maybe it can only be refrigerated for a certain amount of time. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Before it's probably not effective, I imagine. I was saying that Issa Rae also has a master class that I can't wait to get, because that is on my list of things to purchase coming the new year. Start off right. What would your master class be?
Kyle?
I
feel like Kyle's master class would be perfecting sitting on the couch. Like part one,
I could teach that.
Like part one is finding the right position on the couch.
Right position. You gotta have your pillow set up correctly. You know what I'm saying? How do you want to lay? Do you want to lay across? Do you want to have your feet up on something?
Mm-hmm.
What type of couch? Honestly, at one point in life when I was in LA, I did consider like making like a joke Instagram account where I just reviewed couches. That's like each post is a new couch.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea.
I was gonna get into that influencer life with couches.
I have a good Torrance. I feel like you could do a really good one about you evaluating V-necks.
So you have a problem with me wearing V-necks? So you have an issue with me wearing V-necks?
That's not what I said.
You don't like V-necks, period, and you have an issue with me
you brought up
specifically. This is honestly, it's an attack at this point. I feel attacked. I feel racist. It's okay. It's on that. He's jumping on there. It's very anti. Very anti.
I didn't say I didn't like V-necks. I didn't say that. That's just a thing that you wear. I didn't say I didn't like it or was against it.
I'm not. You know what, Danny?
I didn't say anything negative about it. I just said that you could be a really good.
How to be the most toxic nigga? How to be the most toxic nigga?
Absolutely, toxicity.
How to be the most toxicity?
How am I toxic?
Wait, are you talking about this? This nigga's toxicity 305. This nigga's the upper level fucking course. It ain't no 101. Fuck that. That nigga is upper level.
Dan's gonna be teaching advanced triple black Air Force Ones.
Okay.
Level content.
I feel like a lot of this
500 level course, grad school level. The fuck?
Are y'all done?
PhD in toxicity, Dr. Sellers.
I don't believe this. But yeah, no. I don't know. Masterclass. I haven't done any master classes yet, so it'd be interesting to see how effective they are. I think it's tough to teach anything within a couple of hours, but if it's done right, maybe. I mean, they're still a business, so I'm sure.
Actually,
the Shonda Rhimes one is
for
really
writing.
good.
It's pretty good. Actually.
Really good for writing.
I had like a link to a bunch of them, and I could not find it for free, and I cannot find it.
You need to go look harder.
I think you. Yeah, I was about to say you haven't been looking.
Get your home in order, Daniel.
Yeah, get your affairs together, because that is unacceptable.
So you're saying that currently you have these downloaded on your computers right now?
You're saying that you have some somewhere.
Torrance paid for the
Shonda room. I paid for the Shonda room. And I'm saying that the fact that you have access to so many and you don't know where they are, get your affairs in order.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you all downloaded them illegally, which hence I was going to take this recording to the FBI. Sorry.
You just said you have them. Yeah, first of all, you just snitched on yourself. You started off by saying that you indeed also have them sent to you, which means you're
you bringing in co-conspirators and everything. You about to have a RICO case.
What I was saying was somebody sent them. Somebody sent them to me.
He wasn't watching Ghosts.
And I didn't say them.
He won't watch
that shit.
What Mary J say? Don't play.
You watched it, Torrance?
Huh?
I thought you didn't watch it.
I don't watch Power. Here's the thing. I was home and I watched like the last 2 episodes of the most recent season.
It's good.
and I learned everything in the last 2 episodes. I didn't miss a beat.
Power Junior was good. It was good.
Power Junior was better than I thought it was going to be. And
it was back to Power OG, like season 1.
And I was like, oh, this is actually not horrible.
It was amazing.
The only annoying part, well, I can't say it because I don't think Danny has watched it.
I haven't seen it, so don't fucking ruin it, please.
Okay, well, that's fine. Heartbeat Productions have signed a 4-movie deal with Netflix.
Going back to the bag, Kevin Hart. If he's gonna do something, he's gonna get to the bag. So,
and I support that. Always. And honestly, at the end of the life, end of this life, when you and your children and your children's children got it all covered. Amen. Glory to you. I hope it's good shit, because that one chick he is co-signing on, the comedian from London or whatever, the British chick on Netflix.
British comedy is tough.
It's not good
for America.
I don't watch any of it. They might be funny as hell over there, but
for me, I was like,
I don't even know who you're talking about, Torrance.
I forget her name, but it's on Netflix. He presented her in a sense, like he co-signed on her or whatever. But I
executive produced the special.
Yeah, and I'm like, she's kind of missed for me.
British comedy.
I couldn't really get through it. I couldn't get through it, which is disappointing. But
I also saw that Netflix is releasing like a new movie every week in 2021. They've like invested a fuck ton of money into either acquiring movies or producing original content. So every week there's going to be a new Netflix original type of movie up this year.
And I fuck with that because I'm gonna tell you what, Netflix has been hitting real hard. Netflix has been hitting, and I've watched a lot. I've also watched a lot of stuff. But Netflix has been hitting really hard with their series and their movies. I can't even there's not much I can say about it. Netflix has been really going the fuck off. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And finally, entertainment, because it was truly entertaining to see Carrie Hilson open up her dumb ass mouth again. You ain't learned the first, second, third, or fourth time that you didn't open your dumb ass mouth.
What Serge Ibaka do to her brain, man? What Serge did to her?
Oh, they dated?
Yes. They were together for a while. Yeah.
Really?
So yes, for a long time, actually, for quite a while. So Carrie Hilson essentially screenshotted information about Trump's account being suspended by Twitter and just saying how there's so much censorship and how if corporations are allowed to do this, then what is them stopping, the control of everything else.
Who would trust Carrie Hilson?
Who asked Carrie Hilson? I feel like Dave Chappelle and John Rule.
Nobody's asking her.
Who the fuck said Carrie Hilson? I can't wait. Let's figure out what Carrie Hilson has to say about the situation because we're all dying to know. Carrie, honey, boo-boo child. There are certain things that you have done wrong in your career. And again, this is one of them. You don't want to be successful. And I see it. I see it in your life. I see it in your choices.
What has she even done like lately? Who gives a fuck? We need a new batch of famous niggas. I've told y'all this a lot. I'm tired of them.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, sure, if big tech or big media is vastly censoring us, we're in a bad spot. But it's so, I don't know, at a certain point.
I'm telling you, 2021 is going to be a continued year of getting rid of more celebrities.
Absolutely. I can't wait to sweep them.
But who even, what does Carrie Hilson even, she looks good, but that's literally about it. Like, there's no,
I feel like
what music
writing
is she
is really more of her bag than.
Yeah, she's written a lot of songs for a lot of different people. So she's still relevant because she's a writer, but she's a shitty person apparently to what I understand. But I can't leave entertainment without talking about hotels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I refuse. And I almost did.
Good.
But Jasmine put out an EP. Jasmine Sullivan put out a goddamn EP for that ass. And brought to light a lot of these hotels that were worth telling. And I'm glad she told some stories.
The interludes were entertaining.
The hotels in between were great. The songs were great. I mean, honestly, I want more from Jasmine. I can't wait to get more from Jasmine.
She tweeted at Issa Rae and she was like, I see a short film out of this. Issa was like, bitch, say less.
Bitch, say less.
That's what I need. I need more rich black aunties like hey, let's hang out, black aunties.
To band together and do some creative, crazy shit. Like
this is my big sis, my professional big sis. Like this is the big homie. Issa, we going over to the big homie's house. Yeah, that's tight. Shout out to all the rich. I like seeing rich black aunties, and auntie really is any age from 28 and beyond. So you don't have to be old to be auntie, but like it's just good vibes. It's nice to see them rich. It's good to see them getting money. Shonda Rhimes, the Avas, the Issas, all of them, all these fucking black ladies. Shit's tight. Sponsor break. This podcast once again is brought to you by Black Cousins. Black Cousins, typically provided by grandmas and uncles and aunts. Typically can be found on couches and or floor pallets during the summer, and they tend to sleep in until 2:00 during the summer. Black Cousins, the #1 destination for fights and pieces of food.
Honestly, that's where I learned how to fight. Family. That's how I be.
Yeah.
And also
good for a walk.
And also shout out to Cousin Walks. Cousin Walks are undefeated. They will forever be undefeated. I hope I will forever take Cousin Walks. I hope Cousin Walks are, a staple forever in the community.
Yeah, if you didn't get to sleep, get to sleep at somebody's house with your cousins as a kid, you really missed out, and you should be ashamed of your parents.
I definitely missed out on some of the cousin stuff because like I don't have a bunch of cousins that are near my age.
Damn.
I'm about to start inviting you over to shit.
My sister is the closest person like in our direct family tree.
Oh, that's like I guess closest in age.
That's like my parents' siblings and their kids. Like my sister is the closest to me in age, and she's 5.5 years older than me. The second closest.
Your family didn't fuck with you specifically.
Little cousin.
Your other cousin?
7 years older. Yeah, my boy cousin who's 7 years younger than me. So like, there's no real.
Hang out with that nigga then. Be a leader in
7 years is a long. Here's the thing: 7 years is a long periodically time because that nigga just turned 21. Just turned 21. Like,
yeah, honestly, 2 to 3 years is a lot as a child.
Yeah, so like I was always like hanging out with like my sister and like our older cousin who's 3 years older than her, but like you're too young at that point. Probably leave you behind.
Damn, so you ain't got no social skills, huh?
No.
What the fuck?
You know me. You know me. I didn't hang out with
crazy.
anyone. Just sat in the basement.
Let's talk about it, Kyle. What do you think your personality is lacking because without your lack of?
Wow,
presence?
this is getting very.
Huh? Go ahead, huh?
Danny, wow, you couldn't wait, huh? Couldn't wait.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go 2+ weeks without being on the podcast anymore because this energy.
This is bad.
Because this energy is wow.
And no comedy, nothing. I'm just having to look at social media. It's just rough. My grandmother died. I'm in a horrible mood.
Child, the regulation is necessary. So we need to make sure that when you're regulated, this is your regulator. Okay. We're
Mega Millions, nigga. Is this a lot of money for the Mega Millions? I don't know what.
Yeah. So it's $500 million. It's more than $500 million.
It's
That's
only
a lot
like
of money
gotten this high like a handful of times.
So go and get your ticket.
Actually, nobody's
let me run my ass over to the 7-Eleven and get my ticket after this.
Yeah, I need to go get a couple tickets.
I'm about to get me a ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna play.
If I made even $100 million,
this is my 2-second notice.
The amount of people that would no longer know who I am would be astounding.
Oh, absolutely.
Boom! Like what? Like you wouldn't even.
Absolutely.
The number would change.
I've never changed my phone number since I got my phone in 2004. But my number would be changed that day.
I cannot wait.
I got all new email addresses.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what I would do? I would keep everything the same, but it's reply no to everybody.
Cause you're a dick. I don't have the time for that.
Huh?
You have time. I don't have time for that.
Just be like, hey Danny, like I'm
really
down bad.
How many people would come out of the woodwork? You're fourth grade teacher would come out of the woodwork. Hey Danny, it's
keeping everything the same.
Phone,
text.
Do you remember
Miss Summers from 4th grade?
Remember that time when we went to that one place? The fuck?
Yep. I'm gonna be on that petty shit. I'm keeping everything the same. I'm getting billboards of me.
Even the cash option. I'm sure the cash option is like 300 mil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure the Cash App is
remember,
upward of 300 million.
I can't remember like at what point it makes more financial sense to take the lump sum, or if it takes to do like the 20-year
increments. I think it has to do with age. I think it's like it has to do I think the calculation is like has to do with age, and like
I would almost always take the money up front,
depending on how much it is, though.
I mean,
that's very true.
If it's anywhere between,
because you're gonna get about half after taxes.
If it's anywhere between only 30 to 40% less, I would always take the money.
Yeah, so
time value of money, it would make
most of it
with
back.
Inflation and with the inflation rate and the lack of investment of that money.
I don't want any restrictions on me spending an absorbent amount of money. Like I don't want to wait till the next year to get my next re-up.
Right. If I would get billboards of me holding the money in across the street from any ex or anybody that's ever done me wrong, like exes or like
I hope
coaches
you
who
hired
didn't play me
24-hour security
like,
too.
Like all of my college coaches who didn't play me a lot, I was put billboards and like parked cars with like taxis, like those big taxis you see with like billboards on the roof. I would get that with me with like a lot of money. I would just do all that shit and park cars.
That with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just like, new cars that they can't have.
I would park bulletproof. I would park bulletproof like Chevy Tahoes at the entrance of their driveways, but fill them up with money so they can't get in the car, but it's like they see it and they can't get out.
You're insane.
Truly.
Could you imagine?
My question for y'all is going to be like, what stupid thing would y'all spend your money on? But we already have Danny's answer.
That's it. That's the one.
Just get like
4 or 5 big ass like Chevy Suburbans, and just like you can see it in it. Like, oh, there's a lot of money in here. Let me fucking open it up. But like, no, it's a fucking army. It's a tank. You can't get in this bitch. And then I can just tow it out like a month later. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot a car here.
You're sadistic.
I was across the street.
I do think I would. The big stupid purchase I think I would want to buy with that kind of money is I would want to buy a vineyard.
Are you a white woman? You
Maybe.
are a fucking young white lady at heart.
But no, I would love. I've always wanted to go to like black vineyards. So there are some black vineyards that are in like Northern California that I hear are amazing, and they give like a great time because black people drink wine and black people want to have a great time and laugh and joke, and I want to have great music and a great tour and great tastings and all that shit, and just have like real fun black ass people in there having a grand time. I would love to cultivate a wine scene for black people.
That sounds like a business. That doesn't sound like something stupid. That sounds like
that to me. To me it's stupid because I have other things that I probably could use that for.
But you got 300. We're talking about $625 million here. Or
you're right.
300 something after the payout.
Maybe it's not as stupid as
I'm doing Soul Plane.
Soul Plane?
Yeah. In real life. I want to have a plane with fucking spinners on it.
You and Kevin Hart might be the same height. That makes sense.
I'm a couple inches taller than him. Just a couple.
Huh? What do you say, Torrance?
You didn't say anything. You're my least favorite human. Secondly, since apparently you can just commit crimes and get away with them, like the police will walk you down the steps nowadays if you're white. Yes. I was wondering, like, if y'all could commit a crime and get away with it, what crime? Like, there's no questions asked. You are gonna get away with this crime. They'll never find out. You'll never go to jail. Never get charged with nothing. You'll get away scot-free. What crime would y'all commit?
I would be a professional PPE loan scammer. It's like open up fake businesses.
That's so horrible to so many people. Here's the thing: Danny is definitely the villain. I'm definitely.
How am I a villain, bro?
Danny is definitely a super villain.
Danny is definitely a super villain. Like you just said,
you're a villain to super villain.
Like you literally just said that you would open up like loan places to fuck people.
I said PPE loan. No, I said me
PPP
personally.
Yeah, the scam.
Not payday loans.
Oh, like not payday loans.
Oh,
okay.
like the.
No,
Okay, that's
crazy.
what I thought you said. That's what I thought you said. That's what I was to say. Wild nigga, you are wild
Bruh.
and crazy.
Opening up a
Honestly,
fucking predatory.
that's what Danny would really do
check-
if he got rich. He would open up check cashing places across the hood, across the whole country,
and just drop them
Could
here.
you imagine?
Yeah, check cashing
Sellers
place.
checking, cashing.
No, see,
I would lose my
I
shit.
forgot my real idea, which what I came up with a while ago was I'd create wine bars and put them in white soccer mom neighborhoods.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one.
Oh yeah.
But yes.
Yeah,
Because you came up with another idea that was awful.
What, the Zannies out the back?
No, see, that's what I'm saying. You have so many horrible ideas that you just named another one that I totally forgot about. But yes.
You could do one of those like combo stores like they do with like Taco Bell and
What,
Chick-fil-A.
Sandy's at the back?
Yeah, there's like a little there's like a little kiddie playground with like foam and shit, so they can just like chunk their like little toddlers over there and get wine drunk and forget about their kids. It's perfect.
Yeah, that'd be tight. One part's a
It's
nice
my
little
plan
fancy
to
wine
ruin the
bar.
suburbs. I want to bring the property
like
value of the suburbs down.
It's like a nice split level. Like one section is like a nice fancy wine bar. The other level is like a legitimate drug house. Like a drive-through. Like, oh, let me stop here and get some hard prescription drugs.
I would do some I do some save the world type shit and just go ahead and delete loans and shit. Like Sally Mae, I'll be Sally Mae's ass. I would be Sally Mae's ass. I would. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I would go
Y'all
to church
asked me.
every day. I would protect all black kids and children, and then I would go pay all of my bills.
I will go save the turtles.
Okay, all right. Y'all want me to say some bad shit? Y'all want me to say some bad shit?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes, Torrance. If we want this podcast to get anywhere in 2021.
You love your day job, huh?
Come on, say it. Go ahead.
No, see, I'm gonna get.
Do you want me to go first? My
first.
first one is I'm running a Ponzi scheme, taking all these rich people's monies. And my second one is I want to do bank heists because like heist films are like one of my favorite types.
But you might get shot.
No,
the PPP loans.
I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get away with it.
No, but it's getting away with it is different than getting shot almost.
I'm not almost getting shot.
Getting away means you're just not gonna go to jail, but you have to still go through with the action of it.
Inside man, ain't nobody get shot.
Okay, but that's already been done in the movie, so.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it in real life.
PPP loan, all you have to do is just like do paperwork.
That sounds mad boring.
That's easy. No, when I get this fucking money for my 18 LLCs, it won't be boring. I'm get to the fucking bag.
Nigga got 35 LLCs.
I think I might have
36 LLCs
on Twitter the other day.
Like, damn, I got another LLC about to come in.
You out here collecting LLCs like they Pokemon cards?
You can be all kind of fake. Y'all gonna be all kind of fake W-2s. Like, damn, this is the 18th W-2 you sent me. Oh, my bad, bro. It's another LLC I got. I'm gonna have Kyle's LinkedIn is gonna be 18 different CEOs and CMOs. Like, damn, nigga, you be grinding, ain't you? What are y'all watching?
I just finished up Cobra Kai the other day. I watched 3 seasons in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
That's a banger, boy.
It's good. I really like the idea of like a 30-minute like drama series too. Like, I don't.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's pretty much a bunch of unathletic older white people doing karate, but it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean,
there's a teenage element to it too, but they do a bunch of tie-ins to like the original Karate Kid movies too. So they bring back a bunch of the OG characters from all.
Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. No,
he's dead.
He's dead.
I thought so.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Mr. Miyagi. You sound like
the dude who played Kreese and like all the OG characters come back in some way, shape, or form, essentially. But it's tight. It's been 3 seasons. I'm ignoring Danny's Mr. Miyagi comment there. I don't know.
Wow,
Mr. Miyagi.
You just have to run by it. You don't feed the gremlins after dark.
That's what the nigga is. A nasty, toxic ass, bitch ass gremlin.
Kyle would have an old goofy ass. Who says that?
I watched Bridgerton. That was my shit.
Shonda's show.
I fuck with Bridgerton quite a bit. Shout out to I don't want to spoil it for you niggas, but shout out.
I'm not gonna watch it, so I mean,
Lady Whistledown, because Lady Whistledown fucked the game up.
Lady Whistledown sounds like she would do the Busted Challenge, just from her name.
No, Lady Whistledown would not do the Busted Challenge. Shout out to Lady Whistledown because she fooled me until the last episode. I finally figured out who that bitch was.
Don't spoil it.
At the last episode, but it took me a second to figure out who she was. But once I did, I was like, oh, I know who that hoe is.
I will say, I Ashley was watching it, and I was watching it very, very, very passively. But shout out to original ideas, man. I don't know. I think that's an original idea. I don't know if it's a book or not. But I just the idea of having Black people in like in this kind of setting that they would have never been in, even though it's not my speed. You know, shout out to Shonda for putting different new
and the
shit
music
out there,
and the instrument and the music that was in it were like
that shit.
Like
putting Black people
like the music
in different places
that was in there was crazy.
And it wasn't like instrumental, like classical versions of current
The
songs,
Weeknd,
right?
By SZA,
right.
By a bunch of different artists and stuff. Like they had like all kinds of stuff, and I was like, "Wait, is this?"
You wouldn't notice it until Ashley was like, "Hold on, that's."
As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Wait, are they playing
Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande. They play like a Harry Styles song.
It was a cool. It was like a cool, almost like sci-fi. Like I barely watched it like passively, but yeah, I mean, we need that. I mean, not sci-fi in the sense that it's science fiction because niggas wouldn't be around like
niggas. Yeah, that wouldn't be the life. So I guess it is science fiction. I guess. I guess in that sense, it is science fiction as fuck. But it is, a period piece that was well done. It wasn't out of taste. It didn't make you feel like, oh, this is real racist and real racy. Like race was mentioned maybe a few times in there, but like not enough where it was like the focal point of this period piece that it would have been all about race had it been any other show, right?
I like that.
Yeah.
It was so, and I think that's what I appreciated about it so much is that it was just really, really well done. Like Shonda is.
She didn't write this.
If you had it on
she's
mute,
only the executive
she's an
producer,
EP.
And it came from Shonda, but she didn't create or write it.
She just found it and said she saw it and said, "Oh, this shit's good."
Yeah, it's like from her production company.
That's what I need to do. I need to start sending my shit in the Shonda land, some dramas and shit, and start fucking with that. But yeah, it was really, really good. I really, really fuck with that. I also watched the final seasons of Vikings. It came out on Amazon Prime. Season like 6.5 or 7.
Never heard of it.
I watched it.
I don't believe in that.
When I was waiting for the final season of Game of Thrones to come out a couple years ago, I just needed something in that similar type of vein. It's not Game of Thrones. It's much lower budget than that, but it's a solid show. So I just watched the last season of that since I've been watching it for a couple years now. And then History of Swear Words. I started that last night.
Oh yeah.
It's like, if you don't know what it is, it's hosted by Nicolas Cage, but then they have like a bunch of comedians, etymologists, cultural critics or whatever, and they talk about like the history of curse words, how they came to be, how we use them currently. It's really dope. I watched episodes on fuck, shit, and bitch so far.
Oh, can't wait to see
Isaiah
that.
Whitlock on the they have Isaiah Whitlock on the shit episode, which is really funny.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that later on tonight. I also watched Black Box on Amazon Prime. So I watched a little bit of it before. So I'm really into.
That's the one with Felicia.
Yeah, with Felicia, exactly. So I watched. I'm really into like horror and thriller shit. Like I also watched The Haunting of Bly Manor. I don't know why it took me so long to watch it, but I'm really into like horror and thriller and suspenseful type of movies and shit. And Black Box is one of those. And it's really good. If you want to watch Black people go through some crazy funny shit and some wild shit, watch Black Box. That was great.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, Haunting of Bly Manor is also on Netflix. It's the second, I guess, anthology, if you will, from Haunting of Hill House.
I didn't watch that either. So
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. Before you watch The Haunting of Bly Manor, Haunting at Hill House is hands down my top 5 thriller suspense movies. Period. Okay. Definitely in my top 5. It is one of the greatest things that Netflix has ever created. I'll say that. Interesting. Yeah. Mm-mm. So if you ever like shit like that, I know you don't like that kind of shit, Danny. So don't do that to yourself.
Scary ass.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. Go ahead.
Any hot takes?
Pulse ass nigga.
I don't know what you said, Torrance. What? I was ignoring you. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I think my hot take is that Baby Rose sounds like Macy Gray, and I'll die on that hill.
In a good way or a bad way, though?
In the worst way.
Okay, because I like Macy Gray on some songs, but...
And I would say that I think that Macy Gray, as an artist, I think is a very talented person as an artist. Vocally, I'm not necessarily jumping for joy, doing jumping jacks and double dutching for Macy Gray's voice. Now, do I love Macy Gray? Absolutely. Now, Baby Rose is an artist, a new artist, for the folks who don't know, who makes me convulse in pain and
I
squirm.
remember the first time you made me listen to her. I literally, my body squirmed. I don't.
Were we both in LA when you dropped?
Yeah, it was before the live show.
I think so. I'm about to say. I think y'all were in the car.
It was literally we were going to the live show like venue, and you played it.
Because she was on that Dreamville song, wasn't she?
She on that Dreamville song. See, yep, exactly.
And you played it on some other shit, and it was disgusting. I mean,
and it was funny because so this is how it happened. So I'm doing word association. Somehow we got into Macy Gray, and then they were like, "Oh, they got an Ariana song with Macy Gray on it." And I listened to it. It's on like Dangerous Woman or something. And I listened to it, and I said, "Now, if no one would have told me that was Macy Gray, I would have said, is this that Baby Rose bitch?" Now, here's the thing: she got a nice loft apartment in Atlanta. I fuck with that, and she probably will hate me if I ever make it real, real big because I'm talking about how I don't like her voice. I don't know her personally, but she sounds like Macy Gray, and I will die on that hill.
I mean, if you're trying to roast her, say it, because it is. I mean, this is your industry. Say what you got to say.
Yeah,
leave your mark.
I just say how I feel. That's it.
I'll make sure we add her from the podcast page.
But if she said, "Torrance, I want to sign you to a deal," you'd be like, "Yeah, let's do it."
360 me down.
I don't sound like her.
You didn't say.
I said if you want to. If she said, "Torrance, I like your work.
I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna sign you to my label." Absolutely, I signed to her label.
But she'll just say like, she'll just be like, "Well, before I do this, let me like send me a clip of your podcast." Or what if
it wouldn't be this?
Like what if like she signed you and then somehow, some way, somebody uncovered a recording of you saying this and sent it to her? What would you do then?
Be like this, huh?
I'm not saying I would do that.
That's a deep fake. That wasn't me.
Huh? I'm not saying I would do it. But like,
even me.
What if they had like the audio?
I saw the video on YouTube. So how do you explain what? This is dub. They've been dubbing over my voice since I started this podcast. They've been putting shit in my mouth since I started. Danny and Kyle ain't trustworthy. They are awful. I put it all on y'all.
I don't know them people. I don't know them people.
I honestly wasn't even there. I don't even know what they talking. Who are these niggas? Like that would be me. I would.
First of all, that's what you gotta say. First of all, whenever you lie, you gotta say first of all, I don't even know these niggas.
That's how you know some bullshit coming.
Who are they? Who are you talking about? I've never even heard. I don't even got no friends to name these niggas. What you say? Kevin.
Torrance. Well, this is another picture of you at one of their weddings. I was just in town. I
just happened. I was a guest of a guest of a guest. That's why you think I know them.
I'm just a guest.
Exactly.
I wasn't even gonna go, but I was in town for some other shit. Trying to, look, you know how I do.
Because you know how I be on that music shit. You know how I be on that music shit. So like, I'm always about my bag. That's gonna be me.
So I was there for that.
Just like I'm always about my bag. So. Like absolutely.
You know me. They don't know me, but you know me. I don't have a hot take of this week. I think. Oh yeah. I don't have I can say final thought is
damn,
losing my.
Gonna haunt me. Sorry. Go ahead.
What? I was saying this.
It's gonna haunt me. I promise.
Yeah, you're definitely. There's a lot of things that are dings against your career. Not me though. I've been pretty good on this podcast. But
Keep lying to
I'm tired,
yourself.
y'all. I'll just go straight to my final thought. Losing, my last grandparent on New Year's Eve, it puts in perspective that you have to do things that truly make you happy and don't waste time. That doesn't mean that you have to stress yourself to the point that what you're trying to do or the journey you're trying to go on is no longer worth it. But not saying my grandmother was 30, but you never wake up a day thinking that you're going to lose someone that's close to you. So I would just say for all those people that maybe were able to squeeze out 2020 without losing somebody, or whatever, or without getting sick or whatever, or even face death, I would just be mindful of, like, all of us are a phone call away from something pretty life altering happening. So do what you got to do. Put one step, start something, or start that thing that you're thinking about. The pandemic, I think a lot of people forget that we're still in the middle of it, and maybe the later half of it, we're still a long ways to go to going back to normal. So there's still a lot of time for us to entertain things that we're passionate about, or we would love to do. So yeah, that's things that I've said in the past before, but I just want to reiterate that with a new level of passion and like certainty.
Plus one to that, Deacon Sellers. Absolutely.
Bless us.
Torrance, you want to go?
You go.
Okay. My final thought is just stay safe, y'all. Rona going around, white people going crazy over their president, especially inauguration weekend. If you're in the DC area, get your provisions early and stay your ass at home. Also, we'll have an episode next weekend, so never mind. I'll save that for next weekend. But yeah, stay safe, y'all.
Yeah,
I was about to turn it off. I'm sorry.
I could tell you weren't waiting for me. That's fucking crazy.
It's like when you say stuff, it's kind of like, okay, Torrance, hurry up. Damn, I don't want to hear this shit.
Wow, that's crazy. My final thought is it's a new year. I know it's been difficult. A lot has happened. A lot has changed in our lives. But not even new year, new me. Just like refocus yourself, right? Regroup. It doesn't have to be this year. If you started off the year bad, we only fucking 12 days.
Your New Year's resolution does not have to start on January 1st.
Absolutely. And
it can start on January 23rd or February 4th. It does not matter.
Exactly. Like your New Year's, when you decide, you have to make a decision, right? And that's what my big thing is that every year, in the past years at least, I've always been like, oh, New Year's resolution. When the new year happens, everything changes and the mindset happens. But your mindset could be in the middle of March, in April and May. You know what I mean? So if you starting off slow and you're like, oh shit, I missed the new year. Now it's already done. Nah,
I gotta wait till
New
next
Year's
year.
Whenever. Exactly. Your new year ain't even start yet.
Damn, I missed.
So boss up.
2021, I missed it. I guess I gotta wait till 2022 now.
Exactly. So just don't even fret. Do what you got to do. Buckle down. Go follow through on that new idea. It's gonna be worth it.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Danny just doesn't listen to me.
So
I just want to be very clear. Like most of the things that I say, Danny just doesn't listen to me. And it's honestly like, why do I even come to work?
I was bored.
Because I feel like there are times when because I've had a hard fucking day.
It's like, okay.
Dang. And Danny just doesn't
cry. I don't. Yeah.
Danny just doesn't listen to me, and it's fine. I'll just move right along with my life.
Are you done?
I'm done now. Goodbye.
I would actually like to end this podcast.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for enjoying. I know you're listening, and if you're listening this far, you hate Danny. So,
peace.